Hey, John.
Hello, and welcome to Facebook Live. My name is John M. Some of you know me as the host of Sunday Morning Live with John M. And this is our first installment in what will probably be a series of little kind of random interviews. We're calling it Conversations with John M. And I am here today with Mmhmm, which is the lovely duo from Nashville of Raylan Nelson and Hannah Fairchild.
Hello.
And
Fairlight. It's okay.
Fairlight.
Everybody, it's all right. Everybody does that.
And so I want to get started with the most important basics right off. The correct spelling of Mmhmm is two M's, well, four M's total,
Yep,
right?
correct.
MMHMM.
Yep.
Important because when at one point when I was
palindrome.
looking for you guys, I did it with three M's, and you get a whole raft of other things if you do
You
that.
can only
So-
imagine.
So yeah, MMHMM, and there's a story about that you guys have. You have a video on YouTube, which you tell the story about some singer that says, "My vocal okay?" and you went, but then at the end of it you said, "Well, that's not really true." So is there a different
it's funny.
explanation?
We were playing out in where were we that time when we were playing? I don't know where we were. We were
With the Lucas show?
yeah.
That was at Marathon Music Works, but was it a different one?
It was that show, and we were sitting outside in the car, and it's funny because apparently Snoop Dogg was in town, and he it was really smoky in our car, and I was like, "Oh, it's getting really smoky in here. You think people can tell?" And all of a sudden, Snoop Dogg was right there in the window, and he's
yeah,
like,
he showed up.
and walked on, and so that's why we named
That's
the
actually
band.
why we named the band.
Cool.
Anyway.
And the website is it the band
That's
Mmhmm or Mmhmm the band or
Band. The website?
The
Yes.
website is themmhmband.com because mmhmband.com maybe us one's taken out.
the
Right?
the
Yeah.
mmhmband.com.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we're the
Okay.
only one.
THEMMHMM band.com.
Band.com.
Cool. And we are here, of course, in Southern California, because you guys are playing tonight in Hollywood at Hotel Cafe,
That's right.
which is a great venue for acoustic stuff and electric too. They do both. And your show tonight is at Hotel Cafe at
10 o'clock.
10
10
o'clock.
o'clock p.m. Yep.
and Hillary and I are going to try and be there.
Yay,
So that should be very cool. And you were now you have an album, which is the title of it. Forgive me if I get this wrong. Is it All Hell? Is that the name of the record, or
It's actually just
just okay?
Our first single
I know
was
that
All
All Hell
Hell.
is one of the songs on the record.
That's
so.
right.
We got a little audacious and decided to make our debut album also self-titled. I don't know if that's traditional, but no, it just seems like some artists do that maybe like a little bit further down the line.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know. I don't know what the rules are on that, but we didn't really think about that when it came time to name the
band.
album.
So, and you'll be playing songs from that tonight, obviously. And then tomorrow night, you're at the world famous Whiskey A Go Go
That's right, yeah.
at
Really
11
excited.
o'clock.
Yes, 11 o'clock at the Whiskey
Okay.
Go Go tomorrow night.
So
Friday.
two opportunities for people to come and hear you guys live.
Yeah.
right.
And you've been
If
taking
you wear
Nashville by
chaps,
storm.
I'm
I
so
know.
sorry. If
that's
you wear chaps, we'll give you a free album.
So
If you show
wear
up
your
in
chaps.
Wear your chaps to
Wow.
our show.
Wow, that's a deal.
Yeah.
If only I had some chaps. So, and how long have you guys been together as a band?
Almost 2 years. Just December of 2016 is
Yep.
when we
Coming up on our 2-year anniversary as a
we should
duo.
celebrate.
I know.
Wow.
What are we gonna do, breast friend?
I don't know, Beat Buddy. What are we gonna do?
We just have to make it a whole big thing. December.
December of 2016. So
Very
yeah, almost
cool.
2 years.
And you've been touring and stuff, and
Just slowly.
and there is now. How much of a band is there on the record? There's a drummer, right?
Slowly
Or is
spreading.
there? Is it all you?
It's all me and Hannah. Yeah, Hannah mostly on everything else.
Brad Jones played a
Bass.
couple of small parts of it. Yeah, he did. I don't mean small. I mean they sound amazing.
Yeah.
He played bass on a couple songs. The producer,
Mm-hmm.
Brad Jones, works out of Alex the Great in Nashville, and he's got an amazing studio. He's so talented. We call him B-Rad the Brain Jones. Super smart guy. We had a really good experience working with him, and Yeah, he played like xylophone and a couple other things, and I played drums and some bass, and we played like a harmonium and all these other things.
Wow.
It got really neat. Oh yeah, gong and
all kinds of stuff.
Did I
was fun.
hear
Piano.
Did I hear kazoos at one point on one song, sort of a kazoo solo?
we did kazoo solo, so you have to listen to the record to find out about that. But we kept it really, even though we just mentioned all those instruments, it was still really simple. We wanted it to sound similar to what we sound like live.
Yeah,
keep that spirit
really
of,
organic.
the spirit of.
Which and I know Nashville is, I spent some time in Nashville too, so I know that's, organic is kind of, the thing in Nashville. So, let's see, what else do I need to cover with you guys? I should touch on this only because I would be remiss if I don't, that with the last name Nelson, you're Willie Nelson's granddaughter, is that correct? And has Willie had any input into is there any collaboration there?
We actually cover one of his tunes. We cover "Gotta Get Drunk," and one of the first couple of times we were rehearsing it, I sent him a video of us doing it. And he said it was his favorite version of that song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty high praise.
Right?
And one
I thought so.
one time he was really sweet and gave us advice. Yeah. Like we got the chance to just sit down with him briefly, and it was about before he was going on for a show, and we had to ask him. We had this sort of like troubling question about like, should we do what this person is telling us to do, or should we stick to our guns, kind of a thing. And it was obvious what the answer was going to be, but we needed to hear something from somebody wiser than us, and he really like gave us the straightforward advice, and like there were some funny stories there too, and so it gave us the courage to go back and say, okay, we want to do these things like this kind of thing. So
Great.
yeah,
And it worked.
yeah.
Wow.
So thanks, Willie. Thanks.
So, well, why don't we let you guys play a song, and then we'll finish this thing up.
Okay.
But is this something you guys are gonna be doing tonight? Okay.
We thought this was apropos while we're here and all this LA traffic.
Yeah.
My grandma always used to have this saying too. She always used to say, "Oh, honey, don't it have to wait now? Don't it have to wait?"
Oh, this is my favorite song.
Well, where's your grandmother from?
That's an odd accent. Portugal, Slovak. She's Slovakian and Portuguese mixed with Irish and
Italian.
yes. So they all have a good idea of patience too in those countries, and so she imparted this on me. She said she inspired the song. 5, 7, 1, 3.
On the way there, the van breaks down.
It was live fade out.
Live fade out.
Lots of hearts coming up for you
Yay!
guys.
That was great.
You're
Lots
catching
of
them.
hearts going back.
And you guys do all of that live. Hillary, if you could maybe get a shot of the
Stomp box.
sort of stomp box down there. That's where that kind of kick drum sound came from.
I also want to mention that Hannah's an actress. She was actually in Pitch Perfect 3, the last of the
Oh,
Pitch
yeah.
Perfect series that came out. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I
I-
knew you did some acting. I was going to ask you about
she's,
that. So,
she's
but
got
that's-
some other accolades other than all this talent.
Oh, you're so sweet. She's just being
Yeah, well, you guys have it going on, and all over music, acting, the whole package.
Just so
So,
freaking talented.
You know.
Fashion.
cute as fuck.
Look
Oh,
at their outfits.
You did it. I
Their
didn't do it.
outfits are
She did it, I didn't do it.
cool. Very cool. They're both wearing orange amp t-shirts and
Yes,
flowered
orange
pants.
all the
And
way.
is there-
And cute hats with little
Orange
scarves
amps, orange
tied
amps.
to them. Orange amps, yeah.
And are there stories behind the tattoos? Or
Absolutely.
There's a wolf tattoo.
Oh,
and-
absolutely. This one I got in New York. It's for family. It's a sycamore tree. This one I got in Australia. It's a wolf for the journey of Natty Gann. For all you old Disney
John
fans out
Cusack
there.
fans.
Old yes, exactly. And Raylan's got a couple too.
I
You have
do-
a really
I
cool
have a
one on her
guitar
back.
on
She's
my
got a really
back,
cool guitar on her spine.
and yeah, I have all these things covering
Somebody
up my
stopped
stretch
us
marks
in the
on my legs.
airport when we got here at LAX outside and wanted to take a photo of us. And he was like, can I photograph your cool tattoo to hers? She has really
I was
cool
excited because mostly
I wish
people
my
talk about
tattoos were
Hannah's
as cool as her
tattoos.
tattoos.
She's got a bunch, she's got them all
Would you
over
like
her
to?
body.
Would you
Take
like
a
to
shot.
show us your tattoo?
Well-
Look.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Since we just
That makes
talked about
sense.
it.
Woo!
Wow.
So
Very
then,
nice. Very
a
nice.
tramp stamp.
So, and the sound you guys have, the combination. Now, do you call it a ukulele or an ukulele?
You know, if you want to be obnoxious, I say ukulele. But
Uvula or uvula?
I usually
Well, it's a nice.
tomato,
It's
right?
a nice blend. It's a similar effect to guitar and mandolin, but different. And
Yeah.
they really blend nicely the way you guys put it together.
Thank
so.
you. We have a lot of
So-
fun. We actually kind of originally like toyed with putting together like a chick rock band, and then we were all juggling. We were like, okay, Raylan's gonna be on guitar, I was gonna play bass, and we all switched instruments, and then we were like, you know what, we should just probably play what we normally play and shine and have it be,
Simple too.
more,
The
yeah,
duo
more
makes it
stripped down.
simple.
Not that we
And
wouldn't
do you
want
guys-
to do that in future. We would love to.
Yeah. Do
have a
you
lot of
guys feel like you're because people, I'm sure you get this in Nashville. People always say, "Well, now what are you? Are you country? Are you rock?
Yeah,
Are
we
you,
have no idea. We don't fit into any box. We're definitely outside of the box. We have a little
Pop?
box. that we
Americana
put-
pop is
There
a
you go.
term that was given to us, and so we've just gone with that because it's a new genre that we've created.
Yeah, I think it works. Yeah, absolutely.
Americana pop.
groundbreaking stuff here, folks.
And where do you go from here? You have these 2 dates in LA, and then what?
And then we're going to Pittsburgh next week. We have a Pittsburgh, 3 runs. and
Pittsburgh run 3 shows.
Mhm.
I'll just let you talk.
There's a place called Liveberg Studios out there, and it's such a cool music community that they've created in the suburbs, the township of. Crap, I don't remember what it is. I'm really sorry. Chris Leah at Liveberg Studio, you're awesome. He's gotten. My band's been out there a couple of times, so Hannah and I are gonna go, and then we're gonna play Market Square in Pittsburgh. They're actually
An
doing
outdoor
live
show.
music out there now. So
Wow.
on Friday nights,
Yay.
or on Saturday nights, so we're gonna go do that.
You can post that online later.
Steelworks. Okay.
So is there,
All the
we're going to have
places.
to wrap this up in a second, but is there anything that I have not yet touched on that I should have for you guys?
What do you think? Well,
Anything you want people to know about you, who
Well,
are you really?
this came about because we both have our own bands and had been writing music and like came together. We were inspired by doing something kind of totally different than what we were doing with our own bands, and it gives us this really cool outlet. And it's this slim down, like skinny, I don't know. We get to go and don't have to take a whole bunch of people on the road. We can just go all these different places. And I don't know. Can you expound on that? We want to play festivals. We want to, you know, hopefully match up with somebody to be a great opener. You know, like we really want to try to push for more touring and just get out there and play more. And so that's what we're doing right now. We already have about half of our next album written. So we're gonna just work on that.
You guys write all your own stuff?
Yes, we do. There's
we do covers too.
2 cover songs and 1 part of a song that's a cover on our debut.
I noticed you did a cover of the REO Speedwagon song, "Take It on the Run," which is cool. They used to be one of my favorite bands. So
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, listen, thanks a lot for doing this. Everybody, the website once again is the band Mmhmm. 2 M's, H, 2 more M's. And you're playing tonight at Hotel Cafe at 10 o'clock and tomorrow night at the world famous Whiskey at 11 o'clock. And which show is it that people need to wear their chaps to?
Both of
Either
them.
of them.
Any
yeah.
Both of them.
show. If you wear a chaps,
If you wear your
free
chaps, you
albums.
get a free album. Yeah.
Wow.
And there.
Another
I
fun
wanna-
fact is that Gene Simmons actually wanted to be in our band, and we told him no.
that he could
Rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
a
he
fun
might
fact.
come to one of our shows.
Awesome.
Gene, come to our show, please. Don't just flirt with it. Just come. Okay?
But if he comes, he's got to bring it.
Flirt
He's got to
with
do
her.
that
He's gotta-
fire
he has to
breathing
wear-
thing that he does.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
I don't
And
know
more
if he has
chaps.
chaps.
Yeah.
But
more
we'll deal
chaps.
with that chaps and ass with it. Oh, and also, we just wanted to say, it's more than a duo and a band. It's a lifestyle. There are no no's in and you can't say it with your mouth open.
All right. Well, thanks again. This has been a conversation with John M. And my guest
Thank
this
you,
time
John.
around for the debut session of it was the band Raylan and Hannah, thank you so much. We'll look
Thank
forward
you.
to seeing you guys tonight at Hotel Cafe.
Killer.
John
Thank
M.
you, John M.
Thank you.
Wear your chaps.
It won't go off.
Yay!
Nailed it.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's still filming.
Yay! Woo!
How do you turn this damn thing off? It should stop.
Morning announcement.